Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be very interesting. You know why? Because today in this video I'm going to tell you about 4 basic skills of English language. There are n number of videos on YouTube in which you can find only the meaning and types of these skills. But I'm going to tell you about the theoretical as well as the practical experience to master over these skills. I promise at the end of this video at least you are going to be a very good listener. One secret I'm going to share with you all at the end of this video which will enhance your listening as well as speaking abilities. So let's begin. So topic for today is listening, speaking, reading and writing. That's the acronym that I have given to these 4 skills. These are basic skills that I want to tell you about English grammar. Whenever you are doing something like IELTS or any kind of examination you are giving, then you need to understand these 4 basic skills. First one, as you can see, is listening skill. So what is the meaning of listening skill? It is the ability to decode the meaning of an audio. Okay, whatever you are listening, whatever sound you are listening, whatever information you are receiving, it is the ability to understand that information and to express that information while you are speaking. Then after listening, let us come to speaking. What is speaking? It is the ability to encode thoughts and concept or forms. Means whether you are listening any material carefully, after that what you need to do is you need to encode the material, or you have to encode the information properly, and after that you have to deliver the information to the right user or to the audience. After that, let us read. What is reading skill? It is the ability to decode the meaning of a written string. It means whatever is written, you need to decode the meaning of that thing while you are reading. Then what is the meaning of writing? It is the ability to encode thoughts and concepts into written form. Okay, whatever you are thinking, whatever thoughts, whatever information that you want to give, you have to convey it with the help of writing piece. That comes under the category of writing skills. So here we have discussed about listening skill, speaking skill, reading skill and writing skills. So I hope you have understood the concept of these 4 skills. So in this video I'm going to tell you only about listening skill, because these 4 skills are having wide concept that cannot be covered within one video. First you need to listen to the things, you need to acquire the things, after that you will speak, and after speaking you will read, and after reading you will be able to write the information. So let us see what is listening. Listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. It means that whatever you are listening, you should have the ability to receive that and interpret. Interpret means to convey that message in the communication process. Listening is the key to all effective communication. Without the ability to listen effectively, messages are easily misunderstood if you are not listening. For example, suppose now I'm telling you about listening. If you will not listen carefully, then you will do a lot of mistakes, because listening is the first stage of grabbing the information. So listening is one of the most important skills you can have, because if you are a good listener, then only you can become a good speaker. An active process of getting information or ideas. So listening is the process of receiving, constructing meaning from and responding to spoken. Whosoever is the person, whosoever will be talking to you, he should understand and he should believe upon you that you are listening to him. So whenever your teacher are teaching in the class, you should listen to them if you want to come first in your class. Alright, so now see why listening is important. Can you see the picture here? The girl is telling you why listening is important. Listening is not just about being quiet while someone else is speaking. You are becoming quiet while someone else is speaking. It is not the meaning of listening. What is the exact meaning? Listening is with the mind. It means that hearing with senses, listening is a conscious process. You need to be very conscious. You need to pay attention while you are listening to a tape script or while you are listening to a sport commentary or any kind of listening material. Alright, to improve our interpersonal and oral exchange, listening is very important. So just listening to words is not enough. A good listener has to pay attention to non-verbal communication of the speaker. Alright, so let's see what are the process of listening. Can you see different photographs? First, the ear is there. So with the help of your ear, what you are doing, you are receiving the information. What you are doing? You are receiving the information. Then now you have received the information. After that, that information will go inside your brain. Let me give you one example of our computer system. Keyboard. Okay. Suppose you have written anything. You have typed any letter on the keyboard. Suppose A, B, C. So it is the input device, then it will get processed in the memory of the computer, and after that the third process is whatever information you are writing, it will be on the screen or on the monitor, it will be written. So three stages are there. First stage is receiving. Receiving means you are receiving an information with the help of your ear, that is your sense, to hear sense. Then understanding. Your brain understands the message whatever you have heard. After that, the third stage is remembering. It means after listening to a particular tape script or any of the listener, what your brain is doing, your brain is remembering or memorizing that piece of information. After that, if we will see, then evaluating. It means that whenever questions are being asked to you, at that time your brain is evaluating the correct information. It is identifying the information, that what type of question is being asked, whether your question is of one word answer, whether it's of your multiple choice question, or it's a phrase, or it's a partial sentence. Alright, then the fifth stage, as you can see the mouth here, it means feedback. If you are a good listener, I told you before, then only you will be a good speaker. Alright, so let us move forward. What are the importance of listening? We show that we are serious. Yes, suppose you are listening to your teacher, then what you are pretending? You are pretending that you are seriously listening to your teacher. Then we display respect to others' point of view. If someone is keeping their point of view in front of you, then it is your responsibility to respect his or her point of view. Okay, then help us to learn. Yes, listening help us to learn, because if we listen to the correct information, we will learn it. Then help us to adapt and understand whatever information we are hearing. Listening, correct type of listening, help us to understand the information. Then empathize. Suppose someone in front of you, what is the meaning of empathize now? Meaning of empathize, it means to feel the emotion of someone. Okay, to feel the emotions of someone. For example, if someone is telling you about their past life, like suppose Raj, okay, he met with an accident, he had an accident. Okay, so he is telling you about how he had that accident, and it was the worst experience in his life, and he don't want to go in that stage again, because he recovered from coma. Okay, so all these physical issues, whatever he had, he is describing in front of you. So if you are a good listener, then only you can able to empathize with the feelings of Raj or any of the friend. Alright, so good listening help you to empathize with the emotion of others. Then why listening is important? To avoid communication error. For example, your teacher is telling you to stand up and you are sitting down. So what is this? This is the communication gap between your teacher and you, because you cannot able to listen properly. That is why what you are doing, instead of standing up, you are sitting down. So that is why, in order to avoid communication error, it is very important to be a good listener. Then it helps us to learn something new. Suppose you are learning something new, so listening is playing a very significant role in that. You know why? Because if you are listening to some piece of information carefully, then only you can able to understand that information. Alright, and it is the key to success. Why we are calling listening as a key to success? Because if you are a good listener, then only you can be a good speaker. If you are a good listener, then only you can able to understand the information and implement those information in your real life. That is why it is the key to success. Alright, then let us see how to listen effectively. First of all, stop talking and be silent. If you are being silent, then only that silent atmosphere will help you to grab the information. Then show interest. Yes, interest is very important, because if you are not showing interest, if you are not interested to listen to anything, then definitely your mind will get distracted and you cannot able to listen properly. Then third thing is empathize, means whatever the speaker is telling, you should understand the emotion of speaker. Then ask question. If you could not able to understand anything, then you should ask question, so that the speaker who is speaking in front of you, he will know that you are paying attention to his words. Then maintain eye contact. If you are maintaining good eye contact with your speaker, then he will believe on you that you are listening to him carefully. Then take notes. Suppose anything that, because our human brain is like that, if it gets distracted at one point of time, do you know, then what happens? You cannot able to recall the things easily. That is why if you are making note while listening, it will be much easier for you to record the information, interpret it, analyze it, and show it to someone else, whosoever is asking you for that information correctly. Alright, then listen creatively, means whatever, suppose we are listening to anything, so it makes us boring also and it makes us creative also. It depends on our thinking process, our thought process. So it is very important for us to listen carefully. Then put your entirely, means you have to put yourself entirely into the script so that you can able to listen properly and effectively. Send the feedback. Whatever you have heard, if you are sending the feedback, then you will become a good speaker too. Because if you are a good listener, then only you can be a good speaker. Then avoid or eliminate distraction. Whatever distraction is there, for example, now I'm speaking in front of all of you and some siren is ringing from the background, so I cannot able to interpret, or I cannot able to means get distracted with that. You know why? Because now my focus is on you and I'm telling you about the listening. Then bit number 11 is that try to gather information about the topic to develop interest and familiarity. It means, suppose we have read a text or we are listening to some audio tape. If we will connect it with our real life situation, it will be more convenient and easier for us to understand that information clearly. Alright, so these are some effective lessons that you should keep in mind, how to listen effectively. Alright, then let us see. Yes, now I'm going to make you listen an audio. This audio is recorded in my own voice, because as I told you, theoretical knowledge is not enough. If you want to be a good listener, you have to practice. So this audio tape is only of 2 minutes. You have to listen it carefully, and after that you have to answer few questions. So let's begin and see that how good listener you are. Greg: Hey Steve, my family and I want to do something fun this weekend. Do you have suggestions? Steve: This weather is going to be nice. You should do something outdoors. Greg: Yeah, it's supposed to be sunny all weekend. Steve: How about a picnic at the park? Greg: We do that often. I want to do something more fun. Steve: How about the city zoo? I heard that bear cubs were recently born there. Greg: That's a good idea. We haven't been to the zoo in a long time. Steve: Then you should definitely go to this weekend. Greg: The last time we were there, it started raining. None of the animals wanted to come out. Steve: That must have been boring. Greg. It was boring. The kids wanted to go home early. Steve. The animal should be more visible since the weather is going to be sunny this weekend. Greg. Yeah, I think we will go to the zoo. Hopefully this time it will be more fun. Steve. Actually, I have 4 tickets to the zoo. You can have them. Our family won't be able to go. The tickets expire this weekend. Greg. Thanks, Steve. Let me pay you for them. Zoo tickets are very expensive. Steve. Don't worry about it. It's my gift to you since your last visit was not fun. Greg. Are you sure? This is very generous of you. Steve. Also, you mowed my lawn a few times after I had back surgery last year. I really appreciated that. Greg. I'm glad we are neighbors. So, I hope you all enjoyed this audio clip. So now what we need to do is we need to analyze that how good listener you are, because you need to answer, as I told you, 4 questions. 4 multiple choice questions are there on the based upon this audio only. Okay, so you have heard the audio carefully. Now what you need to do is you need to answer the question. Greg. Hey Steve, my family. So the first question is, what is the weather going to be like this weekend? So what is the weather going to be like this weekend? According to me, it's sunny. And according to you all, my dear student, please don't miss to mention in the comment section below if you know this answer, or if you are watching this video on listening skills, if you really want to enhance it. Then according to me, it's sunny. Okay, that's the correct answer. Let's move forward towards our next question. What happened the last time Greg went to the zoo? Yes, as you all have heard, last time when Greg went to the zoo, at that time it rained that day. Okay, so the correct answer will be it rained that day. So what is your answer? Don't cheat, because if you want to be a good listener, you really need to practice. Let's see the third question. What does Steve give Greg? Then the answer will be 4 tickets to the zoo. Alright. Then number 4. What did Greg do for Steve last year? He mowed his town. As at the last of the audio script, he told that he mowed his town. It means he cleaned his town. Alright. So these were some aspects that I have told you about listening skill. So if you will develop your listening skill, then definitely one day you will be a good speaker. So today we have covered the concept of listening skill only. In the next video we are going to learn about enhancing our speaking abilities. Alright, so now this is time to reveal the surprise. Now I'm going to tell you about one application which name is English Conversation. So don't forget to download this application from the Play Store, because it is available free of cost. Lots of topics are there. First thing is that in that topic you will get one long script, then audio script will be there along with that. Okay, you can listen to the audio script. Then there are some quiz question. You can attempt those quiz questions. After attempting the quiz question, you can select your partner in that. Okay, like Henry or Kevin. Then you can select any of the partner. Then that partner will help you to enhance your speaking abilities. Then you can record your own audio clip. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel if you find this video useful. So every day I'm telling that thanks for watching, but today in this video I'm going to say that thank you for listening.